Hey everyone, it's your boy back with another video. Today we're diving into the graphics settings of Battlefield 6 to optimize your gameplay. First up, Performance Preset. Setting this to custom allows you to fine-tune individual settings for the best balance of looks and frame rate. This is great because it gives you full control. Next, Graphics Quality. Keep this on custom too. Similar to the preset, it lets you adjust specific graphic elements to match your system's capabilities, which is crucial for smooth gameplay. For brightness, leaving it at 50 is generally a good starting point. This default setting usually provides the most balanced visual experience without making the game too dark or too washed out. And finally, Sharpness. A setting of 50 here offers a clear image without introducing jagged edges or an unnatural look. Many players find this middle ground to be the sweet spot for visual clarity. Graphics Quality. You want to set this to low for competitive play. This reduces the visual fidelity to maximize your frame rate, which is super important in fast-paced games like Battlefield. For texture quality, setting it to medium is often recommended. While low can give you more frames, medium still keeps textures clear enough to distinguish enemies without a significant performance hit. Texture filtering, keeping this on low or medium, will help with performance. It affects how clear textures look when viewed at an angle, and setting it lower can free up resources. Mesh quality, set this to low. It controls the detail of objects and characters, and a lower setting means less detail, but a higher frame rate, giving you a smoother experience. Terrain quality. Also set this to low. This reduces the detail of the ground and environmental textures, which can significantly boost your frames per second, especially in open maps. Undergrowth quality for competitive play, definitely set this to low. It reduces the density and detail of grass and foliage, which not only improves performance, but can also make enemies easier to spot. Effects quality. Setting this to low is crucial. It reduces the visual complexity of explosions, smoke, and other effects, which helps maintain a high frame rate during intense action and reduces visual clutter. Volumetric quality, set this to low as well. This affects the quality of volumetric lighting and fog, and lowering it will give you a good performance boost without much visual disadvantage. Lighting quality. For optimal competitive play, set this to low. It simplifies the lighting calculations, which can significantly improve your frame rate and reduce visual distractions. Local light and shadow quality. You'll want to set this to low. This reduces the detail and number of local light sources and shadows, which provides a noticeable performance increase and cleaner visuals. Sun shadow quality. Also set this to low. This affects the quality of shadows cast by the sun, and reducing it helps immensely with frame rates, making it a key setting for competitive play. Shadow filtering. Set this to PCF or percentage closer filtering. While other options might look smoother, PCF balances visual quality with performance, giving you clear shadows without a major hit to your frames. Reflection quality. You'll definitely want to set this to low. Reflections can be super demanding on your system, and lowering this will give you a significant performance boost without impacting gameplay too much. Screen space reflections. Turn this off. This feature creates realistic reflections based on what's currently on screen, but it's a huge frame rate killer and not essential for competitive play. Post-process quality, set this to low. Post-processing effects like bloom, depth of field, and motion blur can be distracting and demanding, so turning them down helps with both performance and clarity. Screen space AO and GI, set this to GTAO low. This affects ambient occlusion and global illumination, and keeping it at a lower setting provides some visual depth without a major performance cost. Finally, high fidelity objects amount, set this to low. This controls the detail level of distant objects, and lowering it will reduce visual clutter and improve your frame rate, which is perfect for competitive play. Alright, let's dive into the advanced settings to squeeze out every last bit of performance for your competitive Battlefield 6 gameplay. First up, Fixed Resolution Scale. Set this to 100% if your PC can handle it. This ensures the game renders at your monitor's native resolution, giving you the sharpest image and best clarity for spotting enemies. If you need more frames, you can drop it to 80% or 90% as a last resort, but 100% is ideal. NVIDIA Reflex, low latency, turn this on, or on plus boost if your system supports it. This technology dramatically reduces input lag, making your actions feel more immediate, which is a huge advantage in competitive shooters. Upscaling technique. If you have an NVIDIA card, you'll want to choose DLSS. If you have an AMD card, FSR, this setting uses AI to render the game at a lower resolution and then upscale it to your monitor's resolution, giving you a significant performance boost with minimal visual quality loss. Upscaling quality. With an upscaling technique chosen, set this to performance or balanced. For competitive play, performance is usually preferred as it prioritizes frame rate, but balanced offers a good compromise between visual quality and frames. Future frame rendering. Turn this off. While it can smooth out frame delivery by buffering frames, it also introduces input lag, which is a big no-no for competitive gaming where every millisecond counts. Alright, let's dive into the camera settings to optimize your view for competitive play. World Motion Blur. Set this to 0 or off. Motion blur can make the screen appear blurry during fast movements, and turning it off ensures maximum visual clarity for spotting enemies. Weapon motion blur. Also set this to 0 or off. Similar to world motion blur, weapon motion blur can obscure your view when moving or firing, so disabling it keeps your aim sharp. Camera shake amount. A setting of 20 is a good compromise. This controls how much the camera shakes from explosions and impacts. Reducing it helps maintain stability and focus during intense moments. Chromatic aberration. Turn this off. This effect simulates lens distortion and can add a slight color fringing, making your image less crisp, so turning it off improves visual clarity. Vignette. Turn this off as well. Vignette darkens the edges of your screen, which can be distracting and reduce visibility, especially in darker areas of the map. Film grain. And finally, turn film grain off. This effect adds a grainy, cinematic look that can make it harder to distinguish enemies and find details, so disabling it gives you a cleaner image. Alright, let's optimize your display settings. Vertical sync, or VSYNC. Make sure this is off. VSYNC can introduce input lag by forcing your game's frame rate to match your monitor's refresh rate, so turning it off provides the lowest input latency for competitive gaming. Now you will see some optimization options that not everyone knows about. This is available only on this channel. Everything is safe, and you can go back to the old options if you are not satisfied with the new ones. I will show you how to check if it is safe. This fixes FPS, latency, lag, stuttering, network problems, and many other issues. All this can be done manually, but manually is risky because if you set something wrong, your system can become unstable, and everything can get much worse. That is why I created this FPS Boost Pack, so that all this can be done in a few clicks and 100% safely. The FPS Boost Premium 2025 pack is already used by 800 gamers, and everyone is very satisfied. It is available for both Windows 10 and Windows 11.